What's going on, y'all? Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you'd like to donate to the channel, the cash out's to the top right corner of the video. But let's get into it, man. I wanted to piggyback off a recent topic that we talked about regarding Skepta when he was talking about the beef with Drake and Kendrick Lamar. There was a lot of things that he said, subliminally. One of the things that he had mentioned was endorsement deals. One of the things that he had talked about was Nike in particular. Now, what I found interesting about this is, why would he bring up Nike? Why would he bring up a conversation about how this is jeopardizing how brands work with rappers? He said, UK grime artist Skepta explains to Ebro how Kendrick Lamar pushing those fake allegations could have hurt Drake and his Nike and other deals and scared away potential partners that want to do business. Now, if you don't know, Skepta is a man who's actually friends with Drake, cool with Drake, did collaborations with Drake. So he rocking with his guy. And he's defending the fact that Kendrick Lamar pushing whatever it was that he was pushing on the beef, that it was affecting whatever Drake got going on behind the scenes. Now, when he says that, how much truth does it have? How much truth is he saying when he says these things? Did Nike really get scared? Did Nike really get scared away from Drake and the partnership that they had? What deal scared away who? And what effect did this beef have with Drake and Nike? Now, there's a lot of things going on. A lot of curiosity has been going on in my mind when it comes to the situation, because out of all the things that Skepta had talked about, he had mentioned Nike. What's funny about Nike is that Drake was dropping a new Nike sneaker amid Kendrick Lamar beef. This was posted on May 6th. Everything around the beef happened around April 29th to May 5th. Drake, Nike sub-label Nocta, is dropping new sneakers amid beef with Kendrick Lamar. Now, if you don't know, Nocta is a type of, if I'm not mistaken, like a golfing brand or some type of brand associated with Nike. It says here, since Drake and Nike launched Nocta in 2022, the two collaborative partners have proved formidable athletes and fans have been treated to a wide range of sneakers and apparel designed for life's biggest moments. Soon, the sneaker community will get another new drop from Drake in the midst of the messiest and most public battle. The Nike Nocta Hot Step 2 is releasing in a highly anticipated white colorway. So basically, this shoe was supposed to drop around the time of the beef. Now, I think what Skepta is hinting towards is that this beef definitely affected the sales of this shoe. I don't know why else Skepta would bring up Nike when the only time that Nike was involved around the beef was when this shoe was coming out around the same time. May 6th, I think, Meet the Grams or Not Like Us came around May 5th, somewhere around there. So right after that, Drake has a shoe dropping, or a shoe announcement of a shoe dropping, and it comes out. I haven't seen anybody wear this shoe. I haven't seen anybody hype this shoe up like they hyped Travis Scott's shoe up. I'm not sure if the shoe came out, and if it did, I'm pretty sure it's irrelevant. I don't think anybody paid any mind to this shoe. I don't think people really cared about it. They mostly just cared about the beef at this time. Ain't nobody buying no shoe when they're talking about Drake and Kendrick getting into a beef, especially what Kendrick was saying and Drake was saying. But what's crazy about this shoe is that it revolves around a man that Drake knows. It revolves around his uncle. Drake dedicates Nocta golf collection to his uncle, one of my idols. Now, if you know, you know. If you don't know, his uncle's name is Stephen Scher. Just hours ahead of the launch of his Nocta golf collection, Drake took to Instagram where he dedicated the gear to his uncle, Stephen Scher. Now, Stephen Scher is one of Drake's role models that he looked to as a kid. Without saying too much, just to stay on topic, this Stephen Scher character has always been a mystery. Ever since the rabbit hole begun, this Stephen Scher character has been looked at from different angles, from different people on the internet. One thing that I will say, however, is that Stephen Scher runs Scher Club, and Scher is, I believe, a name, and the name Scher comes from Drake's family. Now, the Scher Club is represented in Canada. The Scher Club is in Canada, and the person who created the Scher Club, Ferris Rafali, is the man who was also the one who's responsible for creating Drake's home, the embassy. Now, there's a lot of things that people talk about when it comes to the Scher Club, Ferris Rafali, Stephen Scher, Drake, Embassy. There's a lot of things. One of the main things basically is that Stephen Scher was being looked at. I'll probably explain it in a later video, but Stephen Scher has been a person that people dig deep in this rabbit hole when it comes to the Kendrick and Drake beef. But back to what Skepta was saying, Skepta was trying to imply that this rap beef had affected Drake. And I think what he means is the collaboration that he had with Nike that was dedicated to his uncle, Stephen Scher, it was affected by the rap beef, which I'm going to say is true because obviously nobody cared about the shoe when this rap beef started. Another thing that I wanted to say is, well, what happened after the fact? If Drake drops a shoe and it doesn't really do well, at least not as well as they thought, and then you get involved in the rap beef, and Kendrick is calling you an alleged PDF file, how does this affect Drake and Nike? I'm not too sure about their relationship at this time, but if somebody that's close to Drake, like Skepta, is talking about how the fake allegations could have hurt Drake and his Nike and other deals and scared away potential partners, it makes me think, well, why would Skepta, out of everything, bring up Nike deals and other potential deals? What does he know? What does he know? Because what, out of all the things that you could have discussed, out of all the things you could have said, out of all the things that you could have thought of to defend Drake, you talked about a Nike deal. Now, I wonder if Nike at any point in time had stepped in and discussed the beef with Drake. I wonder if Nike had to reach out to Drake in regards to the shoe that they had created together because of the conflict that he was getting involved in with Kendrick Lamar. Did Nike reach out to Drake and have a conversation? I'm not sure. I'm just asking because I don't know why Skepta would take this angle unless he knows something that we don't. My question to y'all is, did Nike reach out to Drake regarding their collaborative partnership after Kendrick Lamar's beef with him? Does Skepta know more than what we know? Why would Skepta bring up Nike? And remember, this collaboration with Nocta Golf Collection was dedicated to his uncle, one of his idols, Stephen Scher. We talked about it on the live. We'll talk about it soon. I'll make a video about it because the character Stephen Scher has a lot of there's a lot of theories behind the man Stephen Scher, Drake's uncle. From him being the manager of Scher Club, created and designed by Ferris Rafali, the same guy who also created Drake's Embassy. There's a lot of things that we got to dig into. My main question for this video is, did Kendrick Lamar somehow affect Drake's relationship with Nike? Y'all tell me in the comments, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video, man. Peace. Keep it alleged.